Okay, so this is what really happened after I was finished shooting this video. This is how it really goes.
This is how it goes. Wow.
Again, this is the best party dish ever. I want it in the little booklet that goes on top of the Philadelphia cream cheese. I think it's just amazing. Everyone loves it. Cheers. Happy anniversary to us. Thanks again, Philadelphia cream cheese. Hi girls, it's me again, Beth Ellis. Welcome to my kitchen in the Mile High City, Denver, Colorado. This is my third video, Miss Paula. I really hope you like this one and you pick me, because I can't wait to get the makeover. Okay, so this dish I want to make for you guys tonight is an absolutely fabulous, elegant dish. And I know that some of the women were struggling with the appetizers, feeling like they didn't have enough time. Well, this goes together like that. It's very elegant, and it's a great party dish. And it's going to be champagne and caviar, Philly style. What's very nice about this is that a lot of people haven't tried caviar before, and you can do it, and you can do it very inexpensively. Particularly tonight, I'm going to use caviar from the grocery store, which is about $7.99 an ounce. So, as you can see, you can definitely afford to do this. And I've had the great privilege in my life of introducing many people to caviar through this dish. So it's a lot of fun. And the one thing that I do that's a little bit different is caviar is typically served with water crackers, but I'm going to teach you how to make your own homemade crackers with this. You can kind of shape them very funky. They look very artisan, beautiful, and they're made out of tortillas and no one would guess. So I'm going to start with just 2 regular flour tortillas and square them off. So you just take the edges off so that you have a little bit more style to it. And you can do the pointy ones if you want to, but I'm just going to tonight do the square. So I'm going to cut this off like this. And then we're going to do an egg wash, which is just really simple. You take 1 egg, crack it, and an egg separates pretty easily. You break it into 2 parts, and I'm going to fish out the yolk like this. Drop that in. This we'll reserve and use this at another time. And the reason why I'm going to use an egg wash is because I'm going to put a little topping on this, and it's going to stick, and it's going to make it like a saltine. So you just brush both sides. It's very, very fast. Brush both sides with the egg wash. And then I have kosher salt, which is kind of like pretzel salt. If you've ever had it, if you've ever been to Philadelphia and had a soft pretzel, this is what you'd have on top of it. I grew up right outside of Philadelphia, but now I live in the beautiful Mile High City. So now that you just salt one side, pepper one side, and put your grinder on coarse, okay? Because you want nice pieces of pepper on this, so like a salt and pepper saltine. Here we go. And then you get to pick the shapes. I like to do it usually with a scissor, so I'll just kind of make them, a little bit haphazardy, like this. And again, it has that great artisan look to it, which makes the dish even more elegant. And that's what we're after tonight, Miss Paula. We're after elegance tonight and romance. My beautiful husband, I met Mike online 4 years ago, or almost 5 years ago. And the first day he asked me to go to a Denver Bronco game. And I knew at that moment I had my husband, at that moment, because we were both really, really big Denver Bronco fans. And we went, we sat in the clubhouse, it was awesome. So you're going to take these tortilla strips, and you're going to just lay them on a rack over a cookie sheet. You're going to pop them in a 375 oven for 8 minutes, and then you're going to have beautiful crackers. Okay, we're in. Okay, we're back, and as you can hear the timer's going off in the oven. That means the crackers are done. I'm going to go ahead and take these out for you. I can show you how, it's hot. Nice and crisp, everything is, and how pretty they are. Can you see that? And then I usually have a fun presentation with this. It always makes for a good party. I'll just go ahead and put these up in a glass. See if I can fit any more in there. I made a few earlier for you. Well, maybe that's it for today. Now we're going to move on to the star, the Philadelphia cream cheese. Now the most wonderful thing about this recipe is that it can only be made with Philadelphia cream cheese. There is no substitution for this. So we'll start with 1 pound of regular Philadelphia cream cheese. As you see, there's a little recipe booklet on the top here. I want to be in that. I really want to be in that. This is a great recipe. So you want to make sure that this is softened at room temperature. It's nice and soft. It's so pretty. And then chives. Chives is something that a lot of us have in our garden. If you don't, like I didn't today because it's early in the spring and mine aren't up yet, you just buy one of these little packages from the store and use about half. You're going to run your knife through. You're going to use the claw, right, which we've talked about in all our other videos, so that you don't cut your fingers. You put your hand like that. You keep the point of your knife pressed firmly on the cutting board, and you mince. And your hand is there really just to keep the product stable. You don't have to be too, precise with this. Push it all up in the center. Run your knife through the chives again. Oh, the onion smell is really, really nice. And those crackers, as they cool, they get really, really crisp, like a super great saltine. A little bit more chopping. Cream cheese and chives are a natural marriage. Then we'll put a little bit of lemon zest. If you get one of these zesters, they work really, really great. So you'll zest about half of your lemon into this. See how nice that looks? And it makes a really pretty presentation. Also gives it a nice bite. Some people serve this and they don't doctor the cream cheese up first, so it's kind of difficult to eat. Okay, my fabulous little lemon juicer. Now you want it to be about a tablespoon, maybe 2 tablespoons actually, for this much cream cheese. That's it. That's the recipe. No, I'm not kidding. You mix it up, it's all nice and pretty. Give it a good swish around, and the presentation is going to be gorgeous. Now again, I talked earlier about the caviar. Caviar comes, this is one of the least expensive ones I'm using tonight. It's a black white fish. But you can get it anywhere from the $7.99 a pound to $100 a pound for beluga. Just depends on how far you want to go with it. That's it. I'm going to put it in a beautiful glass tray. One thing I didn't talk about is reactive. So caviar is actually a reactive substance, which means you can't touch metal to it. So we can touch metal to the cream cheese part, but when it comes time to touching the caviar, you don't want to touch the caviar to anything metal, because it'll give it a really strong metallic taste. Okay. That's good for that. Porcelain spoon, caviar. Now it's always better cold. Even though we have the cream cheese at room temperature, you're going to want to have the caviar ice cold. I'm using 2 ounces of beautiful black caviar. And this is such a great party dish. It's so elegant. No one can even believe when they come into your house and there's caviar and champagne. Okay. Smells fishy. Caviar is kind of salty, so that's why I didn't add any salt or pepper to the cream cheese, because I really, you want to just have the nice salty flavor of the fish and the nice creamy texture of the cream cheese. So you'll do like that, and then I'll take a nice lemon wedge, sprinkle it, oops, sprinkle it over the top. And then usually you're just going to want to put a piece of lemon right in the center like that. Okay, we're ready to serve. I'm going to introduce my husband, Mike, to you right here. Mike, will you do the honors with the champagne?
Please, thank you.
Again, it is our 4th wedding anniversary tonight. Sweetheart, let me make you a bite of this. What do you think?
God, I love your cooking.
Thanks, sweetheart. Cheers, honey. Happy anniversary. Thanks, Philadelphia cream cheese. This recipe couldn't have been made possible without you. And, of course, Paula Dean. Thanks again. We've got to go. Cheers.